people, welcome to this channel. Today, we're diving into a book that could help break free from the habits that have been holding back. I'll be honest with you, for most of my life, I've been super shy, a people pleaser, constantly worrying what others think of me, treating everyone else's happiness like it's my full-time job. But I'm tired of living that way. That's why I picked up the book 30 Days, Change Your Habits, Change Your Life by Marc Reklau. And I'm not just reviewing this book, I'm actually doing the work too. So, if you've ever felt stuck, invisible, or like you're living life for everyone else but yourself, grab a seat, hit that like and subscribe button because we're in this together. Let's go. Look around you. What do you see? Look at your surroundings, the atmosphere, and the people around you. Think of your current life conditions, work, health, friends, people surrounding you. What do they look like? Are you happy with what you see? Now look inside of you. How do you feel right now, in this moment? Are you satisfied with your life? Are you longing for more? Do you believe that you can be happy and successful? What is missing from your life? Why do some people seem to have everything and others nothing? Most people have no idea how they get what they get. Some of us just blame it on fate and chance. But the truth is, you have created the life you have. Everything that happens to you is created by you, either consciously or unconsciously. Remember, you are leading the life that you have chosen. This is because we create our life every moment through our thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. And our mind is so powerful that it will give us what we ask for. The good thing is that you can train your mind to give you only the things you want and not the things that you don't want. And it gets even better. You can learn how to deal with things that you can't control in a more efficient and less painful manner. The most important thing that you need to know is your happiness depends on you and nobody else. Now start doing some of the exercises regularly and consistently and introduce new habits into your life. I promise you, you will see improvements beyond your imagination. The first time I came in contact with this idea was nearly 25 years ago while reading Jane Roberts' book, Seth Speaks. Seth says, you are the writer, director, and main actor of your story. So if you don't like how the story is playing out, change it. It doesn't matter what happened in your past. Your future is a clean sheet. You can reinvent yourself. Every day brings the opportunity to start a new life. You get to choose your identity at each and every moment. So it's up to you to decide who you are going to be from this day on. If you do some of the exercises you will find here and create new habits, things will start to shift. It's not going to be easy. You will need discipline, patience, and persistence, but the results will come. This is the foundation of your future success. Your way to success and happiness is deeply connected to your willpower and commitment. These character traits will decide whether you do what you said you would do and go through with it. Self-discipline is doing the things you need to do, even if you are not in the mood for it. If you train to be self-disciplined and have the will to succeed, you can do great things in your life. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you train it, the better you get. If your self-discipline is weak right now, start training it by setting yourself small and reachable goals. What is your word worth? Take your commitment seriously. because not keeping your commitments has a terrible consequence. You lose energy, you lose clarity, you get confused along the way to your goals. And even worse, you lose self-confidence, and your self-esteem takes a hit. To avoid this, you have to become aware of what is really important to you and act in line with your values. A commitment is a choice. Only make commitments that you really want. That can mean fewer commitments and more no's. If you commit, keep your commitment whatever it takes. Give them the importance and value that they deserve, and be aware of the consequences of not keeping them. Time to take action. Ask yourself the following questions. 1. In what areas are you lacking self-discipline at the moment? Be completely honest. 2. What benefits will you obtain if you had more self-discipline? 3. What will be your first step towards reaching your goal? Write down your plan of action in small steps. Give yourself deadlines. How will you know you've reached your goal of having more self-discipline? There is only one person that's responsible for your life, and that is you. Not your boss, not your spouse, not your parents, not your friends, not your clients, not the economy, not the weather. You. The day we stop blaming others for everything that happens in our life, everything changes. Taking responsibility for your life is taking charge of your life and becoming the protagonist of it. Instead of being a victim of circumstances, you obtain the power to create your own circumstances, or at least the power to decide how you are going to act in the face of circumstances that life presents to you. It doesn't matter what happens to you in your life, it matters what attitude you adopt. And the attitude you adopt is your choice. If you blame your life situation on others, what has to happen to make your life better? All of the others have to change. And that, my friend, I tell you, is not going to happen. If you are the protagonist, you have the power to change the things that you don't like in your life. You are in control of your thoughts, actions, and feelings. You are in control of your words, the series you watch on TV, and the people you spend your time with. If you don't like your results, change your input, your thoughts, emotions, and expectations. Stop reacting to others and start responding. Reaction is automatic. Responding is consciously choosing your response. The victim says, "Every bad thing in my life is others' fault." But if you are not part of the problem, then you also can't be a part of the solution. Or, in other words, if the problem is caused by the outside, the solution is also on the outside. If you're coming in late to work because of traffic, what has to happen so that you can get to work on time? Traffic has to disappear magically, because as long as there is traffic, you will always be late. Or you can act like a protagonist and leave home on time. Then it depends on you. So once again, even if you don't have control over the stimuli that environment sends you continuously, you have the liberty to choose your behavior in facing the situation. The person with a victim mentality only reacts, is always innocent, and constantly blames others for his life situation, while using the past as justification and putting their hopes on a future, which will miraculously bring solutions to problems or a change in others who are causing the troubles. The protagonist knows that he or she is responsible, chooses adequate behavior, and holds himself accountable. He uses the past as a valuable experience from which to learn, lives in the present, where he sees constant opportunities for change, and decides and goes after his future goals. The most important question is, who will you choose to be by your actions when life presents you with these circumstances? Ask yourself the following questions. Who are you blaming for your life situation right now? your partner, your boss, your parents, your friends? What would happen if you stopped blaming the others for what happens to you in your life? What would happen if you would stop being a victim of the circumstances? Is it comfortable for you being the victim? What benefits does it have for you to be a victim? What would happen if you stopped suffering in your life and took the decision to change it? What would you change? Where could you start? How would you start? Action step. Write down 5 things that you can do in the coming week to start changing the course and start taking charge of your life.